What I called you about originally is that LG&E came to my door yesterday. And when they came to my door, I don't know why they came to my door. It's about 6 or 7 o'clock. And they brought a police officer with them. And I happened to see the police officer out there. And I said, wait just a minute. And I went to the door and I told them they weren't coming on my property. I didn't need them to do anything. You know, and I'm just trying to find out who they were and why a police officer was with them on my property. It seems that I'm getting some awfully special treatment, which I shouldn't be getting. You know, I previously called to get an extension on a bill, customer service. And when I called customer service, they told me they had to go through Julie Steffen.
Yeah, and I think Julie talked to you, and we got that worked out.
Yeah, but why is all this happening? Yeah, you got it worked out, but somebody has put a special something on.
Well, now there was a trouble ticket entered yesterday afternoon about 2-something, and that was why the people were there to check voltage and all that.
Okay, well, if it was at 2, 1, somewhere around there when I called and reported something, I didn't tell anybody to come out. I asked them for the number for damage risk management, I think is what it's called. That's what I asked them for, because I know when they come out here, they never do anything. You know, because some of them are involved in it. Some of the LG&E people are involved in it. And you can tell the owner of the company that, because I've got them on tape. I've got them on tape coming to my house, not without having ID. And you know that, because I've told you about it.
Okay.
So I don't have a problem with you telling them that. But what I'm trying to find out, why was a police officer brought to my house? And I have a federal lawsuit against the police. Police shouldn't have been at my house. And LG&E knows that, because every time I tell you something goes on in my house, I tell you the police are involved. So why would you bring the police to my house?
The guys can bring the police anytime they want to. I mean that's up to the prerogative.
That's not. Why did they bring them though? They have to have a reason. They don't just bring the police to your house without having a reason.
No, I think what it is if they're videoed and do all this different things when they're on your property doing any work. So I mean, and
I have a right to video who comes on my property when you send people over here that don't have ID, which I have sent to the FCC and which I have put online. So I have a right to video on my property, because your policy is they're supposed to have ID. And on at least 2 or 3 occasions, I'll say 3 at this point, I've had people on my property saying they're from LG&E with no ID. And that's not me saying it. I can show you that. You can go to YouTube and find them. I go to my website and find them, www.justiceforourcitizens.com.
See, you said you put it on a website, see?
They sure are they're on my website. They sure are. And they're going to remain on there because they did not follow policy. They're supposed to show me ID. They refused to show ID. And then when they refused to show ID, I had problems with my LG&E service on my property. So they're going to remain on there. If you got a problem with it, then we can go to court about it and bring all this stuff out. And as far as the flashing in my window, I told you about this over a week ago.
Right, and I've seen the video, and that's your television and whatever. And I mean, we've talked to claims today and all that, and they will be sending out denial or whatever on all that.
Well, I know they will. They always send out denial, and I sent all that to FCC too. But do not send police to my house. You don't have a reason to. If you have a reason to, put it in writing and send it to me. If you're sending police to my house because I'm videotaping who's on the property, that's not a threat. People have cameras on the property all the time. People have cameras on their property. So I'm being treated differently, discriminated against. So send it to me in writing why the police were called by LG&E to come on my property. That's what I want. So how long will it be before I get that in writing? Because people have cameras on it.
They're not on you. They can call police on whenever.
Okay, then I want it in writing because I'm filing a complaint.
Okay.
Because I'm being treated differently.
We'll have the legal department and I'll send it to you. No problem.
Do that, okay? And then LG&E will be taken to court, and so will you. Okay? Thank you. Goodbye.